Okay, so I was kicking around an idea. Has anybody done the campaign with one player, one character? Has anybody even attempted that? I think it's possible, but has anybody actually tried? Because I know that was the thing in previous Baldur's Gates and stuff, and other types of games of this style, was to do a complete campaign run with only one character. Has anybody thought about doing it with this one? How did it go, Ring? As horrible as I would think. Either one, it doesn't matter. Easier with Swarm. But single player all the way through Zombie?
Strike with all your might.
You can both solo it on the hardest difficulty. Ugh. More to get your companions out of the party than it is to play solo. Well, you don't have... All you have to do is just not put them in the party. It gets hard later on because if you use only active character... Use only active character gets XP, you're ahead of the level curve. Ah. It's not difficult to solo, so it's... Dogs are back.
Prepare yourself.
Fire. Guess I have a staff ready. Like early game because you're almost forced into a dex build. Yeah, normal is very doable. Oh, how about this then? One character, one class. No pet. Because I know there's ways to exploit builds and stuff like that, but how about one character, one class? I know Monk could do it. Sword Bard seems to be the most popular for solo Baldur's Gate Wrath. You've seen it with a few classes, but I think Necro is the easiest. More fire? No more fire. Soul 2 Alchemist for the Sectionist can. Death from above, but charge. Charge that one. And my question wasn't so much have you seen somebody do it, I was asking has anybody actually done it? And again, I said one class, no dipping, no multi-classing BS. It's got to be one class. There's too many rules and stuff that you can exploit when you do multi-classing. Not catch me dead doing something that boring. See, you say it's boring, but I don't think it is.
Into the fray.
It's more of a challenge, I think, than anything else. Because when you start doing the multi-classing stuff, you're exploiting the rules.
We can do it.
Happy Wednesday. Not a lot of ones today so far. Field group was screwed today. It's 100% intended use. I still say it's exploiting.
Desna, guide my hand.
In my book, it's exploiting. I don't care if it's in the if the system is built for, well, that's Pathfinder though. Pathfinder is all about exploiting, so it's all about the big numbers. They don't really care about the actual role-playing aspects and that kind of stuff. Let's see, if you'd so wish, but you're the odd one out. We don't really care either. I know you don't. That's why you're weirdos. You're bad nerds is really what you are. Am I going the right way? I think no. I'm supposed to go that way. We're not the chat you want, but you're the chat you deserve. You're the chat I don't deserve. Oddly, Fenny, your builds don't make me suffer. That's the funny part. Your single class builds don't make me suffer. It's refreshing for me. Having to deal with rings, multiplayer or multi-class builds for years, literally. Trust me, the single class builds are very refreshing. And the farmer made me suffer. Use judgment. I dare you. Is it still buggy?
Make your peace.
Because you can't use as a judgment on Fenny, can you? I don't think. I think isn't the judgment or the Inquisitor you'd pick doesn't have judgment. I know they aren't ring. I know they're not that crazy, but they're still nuts to me. No death from above. Charge him now. Since the most recent patch is the current Fenny can't use. That's what I mean. That one can't use. So I'm curious. Well, not that curious, but I wonder if they're still bugged. Oops.
I do not think oops means what you think it means.
It does. Seen any hotfix patch, so they probably are still bugged. Yeah, I don't. I wasn't looking this week, but I have a feeling that no patches came in this week. So expect, you know, your group to be kind of wonky today, I'm gonna guess. Have I tried to use judgments? I don't have any characters with judgments. Hey, you heard us. You shouldn't do that.
I will resist.
Why aren't we looting? Gotta get that crappy +1 sword. I'm going the wrong way.
Watch out for trouble.
So, big circle. Here we want to be? I think this is... Yep. Okay.
Rules are made to be broken.
No, they aren't. Anyway. So, in 24 hours. For some reason his wore off a bit faster than it should have. Did he just overwrite the Frightful Aspect? Fiery Body and Frightful Aspect don't stack. Did they change that? Because it used to stack. Because it's not stacking anymore. That's why it's not working. Well then. These before too? I thought they worked before. Might be able to apply Frightful Aspect now after Fiery Body. He already had Fiery Body on, that's the thing. Although, maybe if you do Fiery first and Frightful Aspect, it might not overwrite. Let's see. So that's there. But Fiery Body is gone. So they don't work together. Or at least they don't seem to be. Could have swore they used to. Maybe it's Icy Body it works with. Who knows? Anyway. Douchebag Discovery, where are you? There you are.
You are bad at pretending to be uninterested, imposter. I know you came down from heaven and even scooped to a conversation with that flighty killer Nocticula, the Crusader goddess, and the lady in shadow. So that is how far you are willing to go to be rid of me.
Awfully paranoid. Sound of Discovery's voice causes a reaction in radiance. True to its name, it shines brighter and brighter and begins to give off heat. It is as if the sword is silently singing as it prepares for battle. Karst Dragon. Turn to me. I don't want to attack without warning, not even a monster like you. Listen in silence.
It's no use, imposter. Your efforts are futile. I heard that even your new mortal weapon, your Crusader leader, laughed at you.
Did I? I don't remember laughing, but that might be possible. You have to acknowledge my presence. What, Naomi is ignoring you? Well, aren't you a sad sight? Listen in silence.
The imposter goddess and her imposter instruments. I know what you're made of. Mortal ambitions, mortal frailty, and fear of decay, forever imprinted on mortal souls. Even yours, once mortal Iomedae.
And what fear lives in you, Demon Lord?
What have we here? Your servant wishes to read me, imposter. Is this the interest of a fish diving into a net, or something else? I am the net. I am fear. I am the swarm. I come to feast.
No, why you're so fat? Radiance sends out a wave of life with joy and fervor it welcomes the battle. So Radiance is now better. Demon Lord's howl shakes the earth. Uh-oh. Angels are joining us? I wasn't expecting this. Is the deceased capital of a deceased homeland. Today you will witness light strike down darkness. Uh-oh. What is this new trick, imposter? Whom have you sent to restrain me? That's right, they're here so he can't teleport away. So he actually dies, huh? Now, speaking of die. Radiance. Of course she dropped him.
Thanks. But
Oh?
no thanks.
Shit. So Radiance is now +6. Iron, Cold Iron, Enhance a Paladin, Holy Avenger. Blah, blah, blah. Enables wizard to spell magic once per round. It's standard action. Stuff. Holy Weapon. So it's just +6. You want +4 to +6 and then you get anything new. Okay, Veronica. Charge up for next turn. Charge. Actually, no. We should wait for the haste, I think. Haste. Where are you? Sorted backwards and screwing myself up. Level 5 for... Where did I get that one from? Instant enemy. Bomb, charm, or haste it down, so get in there. Goodness. Darren. Should I try Implosion? Implosion is not going to work on him. Bugs for the bug god. Let's see what's got its radiance now. We're at quick radiance. Dun, dun. Justice.
The light take you
No swing?
into the fray.
Gimpy. Now what should Gimpy do? Ah, here we go. Eye of the Sun. How bad is this going to do? So, 12 damage per cast to level. It's only level 28, so this might do a little bit of damage. Let's make the saving throw. It did a little damage. Wardfroy, welcome to the stream. New to the game, it seems that a huge majority of players play it with tactical mode. I do. I prefer turn-based over real-time. So we made a stupid saving throws, but we still took a ton of damage, so, but not enough. He's better too. Yeah, it's the first Pathfinder, Kingmaker, when it first came out, was only real time, and I didn't really like it. But then they came out with a mod. Somebody came out with a mod to make it turn-based. It was so much better. And Alcat, the developers, kind of had to do turn-based mode because they wanted to put the game on consoles. Playing this in real time on a console would be murder to the player. So, you know, they had to do the turn-based, and therefore they put it into both games because this game was still in development at the time. So, we win. Oh, critical hit for only 33, 40. That seems a little low. That was a bad roll, wasn't it? 26d6. Maximize roll. That was just not a good roll. It seems like. Should have been more than that. At a crit. Oh well. Yeah, I try to use real time when there's a need for it. Like fights that are gonna take way too long and it's trash stuff. You know, it's not that big of a deal. It's an easy fight. Or you need to chase people down like last week in the Treasure of the Midnight Isle stuff when we had the fear going. It was easier to go into real time because otherwise it was going to take a long time. Oh look, he's dying. So Ulbrich kicked the crap out of him. Deep moan bellows over the area. It feels as if the very stones of Iz and the ancient ravaged capital of Sarkoris are crying in pain under the unbearable weight.
Impossible! I am chaos and death! I am the end of times! I cannot be defeated!
You will poison this world with your presence no longer, Lord of the Abyss. For a moment you see in your mind's eye the square in Canabras where it all began, except now you two have switched places. The Scarius is the one teetering at the edge of the chasm while you stand firm. The vision fades, but your power responds to it and erupts in a single mighty torrent. Your body tenses, the wound in your chest bursts into flames, bleeding heavily as if trying to kill you, but can this stop you? Now, when you're a step away from victory? No. Coward. So that took a whole, what, one round? Not including half turn? 1.5. Not even 1.5. Angel power. Okay, so. So we win, right? Storyteller, familiar figure emerges before you. The storyteller's unseen eyes are turned toward the city ruins behind you. It appears that, despite his blindness, he perceives something that the rest of you do not. He is gone. He is no more. The Demon Lord has perished, has perished. He has freed our realm of his dark presence. This poor city, the capital of a ruined nation, has become a snare for both demons and mortals. I heard the cries of the dying even before they rang out. They are dead. They have fallen along with the city, but such was the cost of this victory. What you've accomplished is unheard of, Commander, but you must not squander this chance. Forces have already gathered near Dresden to set out on the last march into the heart of the wound. We await your return. What are you doing here? Witnessing the story, Knight Commander. Witnessing a story yet again. And how does it feel, being just a witness? The way I see it, you should be making the story if you've got what it takes. Everyone has their part to play. Some must make the story, some must witness it and remember, and some must be here to listen to it afterward. What will Discari do now? He returned to the Abyss, to his rasping rifts, but he did not return the victor. The great demon lord, the usher of the apocalypse, failed to kill a mortal. He failed. I'm not sure what hurt him more, your power or the realization of his defeat. Scari is arrogant to the point of insanity, but it's more likely that he'll bide his time rather than launch another attack and risk everything. And while he's recovering, you will have enough time to complete your mission and rid us of the world wound. What mortals were you talking about? Who has fallen along with the city? Ciar, the Crusader of Indomitable Spirit. His fight is over, and the Abyss has swallowed his body. Many foot soldiers have left us. Who will remember their names? Who will preserve their stories? Everything is clear to me now. Good. Make haste to Dresden, Commander. Your allies are on their way here. Your allies are on their way there already. The story is drawing to a close, but it's not over yet. Dump, dump, dump. Okay, more experience we don't need. Oh well, off we go. Okay, army management time, because stuff. Do we have any armies, demon armies running around? Everything's clear to me now. As clear as a muddy glass of oil. Okay, so all the demons are cleared out here. We're not going to these spots because I don't feel like doing them. Yeah, go pick up your friends. It's a dumb line to end conversations with. It's so dumb. Characters in game make fun of your characters for using it. Do they make fun of you? Reinforcements. Need more archers, rangers, whatever. How much mana? Yeah, she doesn't have a whole lot of mana left. It'll be fine. So we got to clear out all these demon armies still. It's going to be a little while. Some bugs. Demon stuff. This is the stronger version. Look at them all dying. Why is my phone ringing? Imagine Miss Gimpy telling you that before going outside. What? Telling me that it's clear to me now? I don't... What was that in reference to, Ring? Fingers off keyboard. Skari would be so happy to see all his bug friends die. Sounds of battle roll over the suburbs of Iz. An army of demons came out to meet the commander's military force with the clear intention of preventing the latter from entering the city. Perhaps the fate of the crusade is being decided there right now. Resources found: 20,000 finance points, 350 material points, and 500 energy points. Everything's clear to me now. And then she leaves to walk the dogs for something. That would be appropriate, yes. It'd be funny if she said that, right? Not me, but if she said that. Everything is clear to me now, then she walks out with the dogs to walk them. That would be funny. That would make me laugh. You got to teach it to her first, though. It'd be funny if one of the dogs said it. I'd be friggin' rich. Oh, this is just a dead end here. Jerks. Punish, my tempest, arms. Oh, that's my salvation. 8 days left on that one. Be funny if you did it too, but you'd have to go outside. I go outside all the time. Just not very far. They've got to get all the way around. Gotta come around here, go that way. So, get to walk in a couple of days before that happens. Anything fun in here while we're gone? Or while we're gone? Of course not. Fate of the Face Stealer's Mask. Royal Parade. Fate of Zawor's Pin. I don't remember what these items are. Yeah, I know. We're flying through this game. So should Gimpy and friends walk back, or should we accelerate this? Because we're going to have to come back down here. We still have to go down to there. Well, we have to clear the way out first with the army, don't we? Teleport back. Queenie probably wants to talk to us. I burned a lot of project time summoning angels. Amade. Oh, what the hell is she doing here? Amade's arrival is not the grand affair it was last time. The goddess simply materializes in front of you. Her face is serene, but her eyes look thoughtful. She nods to you in greeting, but does not seem to be in a hurry to speak. My lady, the queen drops to one knee. By the light of the sword, a light and sword, says Erebeth. Erebeth lives for the first time. How's the Geomancer archetype? I have no idea. I congratulate you on your victory, Gimpy. As one warrior to another. Discari, the self-proclaimed usher of the apocalypse, was defeated in the World Wound at the entrance to his own realm. History will remember you as the hero who accomplished this feat. But you have the chance to achieve an even greater victory. You can rid Galarian of its bleeding wound once and for all. I do not seek glory, I simply wanted to protect my friends and all of Galarian from Discari's invasion. I want to set an example. I want to inspire others to fight against evil. You have answered admirably. But do you truly know where your path will lead? Do you know what will happen to those who are inspired by your example? Last time we met, I tried to make you doubt the nature of your power. I wanted you to ask yourself where your road was leading you and who benefited the most from your victories. However, you did not heed my words. She paused as if waiting for an answer. Elindra, the benevolent goddess of heaven, you are not my patron, and I do not know your ways. But I know who you are and what you are known for, so I must ask, why have you come to judge our friend and leader? Has he done something wrong? I am not here to judge. Still, I can see that many of you wish to say something. Do not be afraid. You may speak freely. I am listening. As she floats. Eliandra. Yes, we will speak freely. We are living proof of everything the commander has done, all the kind and noble deeds he has performed. The commander has used his power for good, and that's what truly is important. Erebeth, I walked a dark path of desperation and despair, but the commander gave me hope when I needed it the most. And she didn't die. The commander gave me my freedom, says Yanio, and vengeance against those responsible for my captivity. When I die, it will be worth the knowledge that the blood of Dresden's defenders was not spilled in vain. The suffering of my friends, the sacrifices we made, it was all worth it in the end. Berenger, I was walking through the wastelands alone. I had lost all confidence in the crusade, and my heart was troubled. I worried that we were becoming the very thing we vowed to fight. My faith remained strong, but I had lost my sense of purpose until I met the commander. He gave me a reason to keep fighting. Eliandra. When the servants of Pelura lacked compassion, the commander taught us the meaning of mercy. He also rescued me from my imprisonment in the Abyss and helped me to defend my temple and my life's work. Ariel. The commander saved me from the flames. He rescued me from a life of torture and suffering. He was a light in the darkness, a beacon of hope when all hope was lost. Galfrey, just as you did, my lady. I had doubts about the commander. I had let my doubts get the better of me, but then I recognized my mistake. Targona. Gimpy saved me. He gave me a sense of purpose and a chance to take vengeance against my enemies. If an angel with a demonic wing can withstand the influence of the abyss, why can't a mortal do the same? And the game is doing what? What keeps all tabbing out for some reason? Anyway, do the same. I understand. The stream's still up, right? Yes, okay. Amade, I understand. To your surprise, the goddess smiles. Thank you, my friends. I've accomplished much, but there's still much to do. Well, what do you think? It looks like I'm not so bad after all, huh? Indeed, the goddess nods serenely. She does not seem bothered by your insolence. Now, heed my words, Gimpy. It is easy to be righteous when everyone around you believes you to be righteous. It is easy to follow the path of truth if you believe a mighty deity has granted you power, if you think you have been chosen for a great purpose. But it is much harder to walk this path when heaven has turned away from you. This was not a test, but if it had been, you would have passed it with flying colors. Now I know you will not stray from this path. You will not be swayed from your convictions, not even if a higher power expresses their disapproval. I see now that you do not need anyone else to tell you what is right and wrong. Now there's usually only one route to angelic ascension. The candidates die and then stands trial before the gods. But you have already earned your place among the angelic hosts. You were created to serve the abyss, but you have chosen your own destiny. Uh-oh. More angel power. The words of the goddess and the joyful approval of your friends and allies ignite a bright flame within your soul. Nenio, I wholeheartedly congratulate you, boy. Now I need 3 feathers from your right wing and 2 from your left. I would also like to measure the luminosity of your halo. Iamade, the goddess feels this change within you and nods slightly. I can see that you prefer the path of mercy and protecting your companions from evil. I pronounce you the righteous angel of salvation. Know that I will be happy to welcome you into heaven after your earthly deeds are completed, if you so desire. I don't belong in heaven, I belong here on Galarian. Perhaps I will accept your invitation someday, but right now there is still much to do on Galarian. Join the legions of heaven once I have closed the world lot. There's still much to do. I understand. Now I will bid you farewell. Your final battle awaits. The battle for all Galarian against the World Wound and the Abyss. You have everything you need to win this fight. Go with my blessing. May your efforts be successful. I think you can actually get another title from her there if you went the more lawful route. Screw lawful. No. Need more angels. There's not enough angels here. That would have been funny if he would have fell down the hole. The gates of Dresden are open wide, and the army that came back from is standing before you. Hundreds of eyes are watching your triumphant return to your city. Once in a while, you can spot a flash of white feathers or a shining nimbus among the simple guard of the townsfolk and the dull gleam of the Crusader's armor. Angels stand on the cobblestones of Dresden shoulder to shoulder with mortals, just like in the days of the First Crusade. When the Crusaders who have returned from Iz catch sight of them, they exchange astonished whispers. The Crusaders of Mendev watch you and your followers with hope and reverence. They greet you with welcoming shouts and enthusiastic salutes.
Welcome. I see you have returned. You once again saved me from death, and our army from inglorious defeat. I may have been the one to call this crusade, but it was you who became its very soul and chief strategist of the entire campaign. All hail the commander! Long live our hero!
You are too kind.
Not at all. You and your efforts are the only reason this crusade has not ended in failure like all the others.
The ones you led?
But now the crusade must face threshold. It is time for the final confrontation. The last bloody and decisive battle. Few of us will come back alive. Give us all a few words before you lead us on what is to be our final push.
Oh god. Speeches.
Once you are finished with your speech, please come and see me. I'd like to speak with you in private.
Multitude of eyes is watching you, with hope and pride and silent expectation. Companions and comrades, I stand before you, trying not to hide what I am. Not the chosen of Iomade, like many thought, but your knight commander still. I am the one who defeated countless demons and will defeat many more. You will find no purchase on this ground, and I will never stop pursuing it. Or, friends, I do not know who you believe I am, what you see in me, or whether you are still willing to follow me despite knowing I am not heaven's chosen. But one thing has always been and will always be true. It is the lives that can still be saved that matters to me the most. I must protect Mendev and Galarian from the threat of the Abyss, and I will not falter. Sure. Your words provoke a wave of grateful whispers and hopeful cries. I will take you to Threshold and beyond. I believe we will close the world wound, but there will still be much evil in the world even after this victory. I will not put away my sword. I will make sure Dresden remains the bastion of good and order on Galarian. It will be an honor for me to fight alongside you, but I have to say the Threshold campaign will be my last venture as your commander. We'll finish our task, rid the world of the wound, and then sheathe our swords and go back to life of peace, where I will pursue a different path. They're not going to go for that one. Along with the commander, the crowd cheers as one, and the very skies above the city seem to shake. The wound originated at Threshold, and that's where it will end. Shoulder to shoulder, blade to blade, soul to soul. We are one, and that means we are unstoppable. Darkness will flee before us, for we are the light. The assembled host takes up your motto and starts repeating it again and again, turning it into a song, a battle hymn that soars toward the sky. Storyteller. The storyteller appears behind you as if from nowhere. I saw him run out of the door. The gray-haired elf was quietly nodding in time with your words, but now he looks like he has just woken up from a deep sleep. Could Erilu Vorlish have known who you would become? She claimed you as her creation. She infused you with blood essence taken from the dead lords of the Abyss, but you have soared above the world on angel's wings. There's great power inside you, Commander. Power of compassion, power of healing, power of redemption. You have become the Crusader's guiding light, and they will follow your star, keeping the hope alive in their hearts, always protecting it. Just like they will always protect one another. Greybor. He looks very serious. He speaks quietly as if he doesn't want to be overheard. Commander, you and I need to go to a very important meeting. I wondered when this was going to happen. I'd like to tell you more, but I'm afraid I can't give you any further details. You'll just have to trust me. We need to go to the dry crossroads. It's not far from Dresden, but you and I will have to go alone. No one else is allowed at this meeting. Let me know when you are ready to travel. I can assure you that this meeting is very important. Gabriel gives you a sly wink and mouths silently. It will be interesting. What is this meeting about? I think it's time for us to leave. I know what this is about. I'm just surprised it's so... Is this late or is this right on time? Was I moving through Chapter 5 that fast? Guess so. Graber smiles slightly. There's an eager gleam in his eyes. Yes, I think so, Commander. It'll be a long trip, but I'll try to keep you entertained with small talk. Dwarf's eyes shine with anticipation. His cryptic smile speaks volumes. There's clearly something he wants to tell you. Graber romance? No, it's not Graber romance. Anything to do before we leave. Nope. I should rest before we go on a long trip like this.
There are many roads to success.
I think we're good to go.
I wish to make my confession, Sozio.
Uh-oh.
On one occasion, I spent a rather steamy night with a trio of Assyrian crocodile hunters. They're enormous, bronzed.
Muscles shone with oil, their bodies were temptation made flesh, and so on and so forth. Do you really think you're the first person who's tried to turn confession into a joke?
They cut him off. Why'd they cut off the line? Guess we should level up, huh? It's an old trick. So mean to the poor priest. Anyway, so is this a lot? Yes. We still have one more level to go. How did I miss out? Or am I right on? I think I'm at base. So the improved Halo. Oh, we get to change actual... No, we're not changing it. Very last fight, it's lame. Yeah, that's right. It's at the very last end, right? I'm good with this portrait. I think this is very... All it needs is angels in the background. Looks pretty good. So, or wings in the background. Or a halo would be good. It's kind of a halo. It's different. Okay, mythic ability. What do we want? Oh, we actually wanted... do I? Corruptor? Poisons diseases ignore immunities. Oh, that's new. That's for the assassin, right? Favorite meta magic. What does this do? Select one kind of spell cost for use. It decreases by 1 to a minimum of 0. So this would basically make a level 9 spell that you use extend on, make it a level... Instead of boosting to 10, we'll bring it back down to 9, right? That's tempting. Moving while mounted no longer provokes attacks by... Yeah, who cares? You cast a spell your next single attack roll made with a weapon until the end of the next round gains a bonus equal to half your mythic rank. Oh, I can't take a... Can't do that from... Does use fire stuff, somewhat. Some of his attacks do fire. So, if I take that feet thing, so I'll make that turn the sun form into a 9. I'll turn those two into 8s. Don't have any in 8s, but it'll eat up spots here. Sun form would stay 10 if extended. Why? Makes it... Is it? Because that's extended there. Because Sunform is... Extended only increases it by 1. Yeah, it's a 9th level spell. It's not a 10th level. So the mythic thing would bring it back down to 9, though. Which already have it there. So that's not a bad idea. Level spell where it wouldn't be extendable. 10, right. But why would you? I mean, you could. Oh no, it would stay here. It wouldn't go up. But I think this is... None of these are really... They're not around per level type stuff. These are, you know... Army of Heavens. This is for an hour. That's already 24. Well, how does that actually work? Because it doesn't actually show up as a thing, does it? Army of Heaven. Oh, we're missing some buffs. Oh, because we rested. That's why, probably. Should have done this before. Anyway, I think I'm going to do that. Favorite meta magic. Extended. Cost for its use decreases by 1 to a minimum of 0. So there we go. Oh. Angelic Halo. The Halo. Blinding Light. So. Is active. An enemy that attacks the angel first time in round must pass 40 saving throw, blah blah blah, or be blinded. Flame of Life. When an ally suffers damage, they receive fast healing equal to the mythic rank for 1 round. So whole whopping 9. Piercing Rays. All enemies in a 50-foot area suffer a penalty to spell resistance equal to 1 plus half the mythic rank, as well as penalty for all saving throws equal to half the penalty to spell resistance. Sure. Solar Winds. All allies in a 50-foot radius, or 50-foot area, get a bonus to fire, cold, and resistance equal to 5 per mythic rank, and a bonus to sonic and negative enemy resistance 3. As well as a bonus to force, unholy, holy, and divine resistance equal to piercing rays. $50-foot area, penalty to spell resistance equal to 1 plus half the rank, which would be 4, so 5. As well as a penalty to all saving throws equal to half the penalty to spell resistance. So that would be 2, 3. That's not horrible, I guess. Blinding Light, that's not a big deal. The fast healing for 1 round. 9 whole points. Who freaking cares? Great if you take it early. Yeah, this is...
Hey Gimpy,
this is fine.
it is time to take a break.
But...
Your next break is in 1 hour.
It's equal to 5 per rank. So right now it would be 45 for the basic stuff, which is pretty high. But we don't really need it so much anymore, I don't think. I think Piercing Rays will get us more mileage out of stuff because of the saving throw penalties and spell resistance stuff. And this will pay off more. Okay, so does it change his stuff? So how does this work now? Do I have to rememorize the spells? I mean, Sunform is there, but it's not extended. I have to make new meta magics. Of course I do. Barely see that. Green shows up best. So there it is. No. There it is. So we don't need that one. That there. It's the wrong one. Goes there. And then this one, the Avenger's Blessing. I don't need that one either. Because you get it down here at 8. It's already there. Here. Oh, this is going to take a while to reorganize everything. Okay, well, I'll do this off stream because it's going to take a little while to go through the whole list and reorganize. Probably take a couple of rests too to get everything situated correctly. So anyway, I'm going to stop here for today as for the campaign stuff and take a break, get up, stretch my legs, get some water, that kind of thing. And when we get back, we will start up with the Treasure of the Midnight Isle stuff with View Group 10. And we'll do that for the next few hours. And again, if you're here specifically for the campaign stuff for Wrath of the Righteous, we'll be continuing this next Sunday. Okay, so be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.